We're learning that China's foreign minister has also said that the Israeli government must stop the collective punishment of the residents of Gaza. Meanwhile, Israel's military is targeting positions in southern Lebanon. We'll also take you through what Israel's military said. That they said that following initial reporting regarding a shooting toward the community of Shtula, which is located in northern Israel, the IDF is currently striking toward the origin of the fire in Lebanon, but it has not specified the nature of the shooting. Now, this next report from News 18's Neeraj is from the Israel-Gaza border. Take a look.
ग्राउंड जीरो से आपको हर वो तस्वीर दिखा रहा है। आप देख सकते हैं इस वक्त हम लोग मौजूद हैं फ्रंट लाइन पे। इजराइल और हमास के बीच जो युद्ध लगातार चल रहा है, एक दूसरे के बीच गोलीबारी चल रही है और इजराइल ने अपनी तैयारी कर ली है ताकि गाजा के अंदर घुसा जा सके। और ये टैंक है, आपको बता दें जब एनिमी की सीमा में आपको कब्जा करना होता है तब टैंक तैनात किए जाते हैं फ्रंट लाइन पे। और यहाँ से आपको लगातार करम नीचे से व्हील दिखाइए, इनके व्हील दिखाइए, हर वो तस्वीर हर एंगल से दिखाइए यहाँ से युद्ध भूमि से, कि भारत में लोगों को पता चल सके कि अभी इस वक्त गाजा के बॉर्डर पर क्या चल रहा है इजराइल में। टैंक इसलिए होता है, इसमें सोल्जर्स होते हैं जिनके पास वो गोलियां भी चला सकते हैं सीमा पे। जब गाजा की सीमा पे बिल्कुल नजदीक पहुंच जाएंगे ये टैंक तो उन पे फतह करने की तैयारी है, गाजा की सीमा में घुसने की तैयारी है। और इसमें आप सोल्जर को देख रहे हैं, करम इधर दिखाइए, करम सोल्जर को दिखाइए। और ये टैंक से आप गोले भी छोड़ सकते हैं, तोप से लंबा गोला छोड़ा जाता है, लेकिन टैंक से आप कम दूरी पे गोला छोड़ सकते हैं। ये तैयारी की गई है। और अभी तो एंटी मिसाइल सिस्टम भी इसमें लगा होता है बहुत सारे टैंक पे। करम से हम कहेंगे वो हर लंबी कतारें जो लगी हुई हैं उनकी तस्वीरें दिखाते रहे मूवमेंट के साथ, थोड़ा मूवमेंट के साथ, ताकि मूवमेंट के साथ भी दिखाते रहिए। देखिए गिनती सैकड़ों की संख्या में टैंक इधर सीमा की तरफ जा रहे। एक सीमा पे नहीं, हमने कल भी आपको दिखाया था दूसरी तरफ जब सड़क सीमा पार कर रहे थे, लेकिन अभी हम आपको दिखा रहे कि कैसे लंबी कतार आपको सीमा पर दूसरे तरफ से तोप से वॉर किया जा रहा है गाजा की सीमा में। और ये यहाँ थोड़ा नीचे आ सकते हैं करम, हमें इजाजत है, कैमरा नीचे से टैंक की। ये देखिए हम वॉर जोन में हैं और हर वो तस्वीर, हर वो पिक्चर, हर वो विजुअल आप तक पहुंचा रहे हैं। जो इजराइल ने युद्ध की घोषणा की है उसकी तैयारी यहाँ दिख रही है। रेड किया गया है, अब तक धूल है यहाँ पूरा का पूरा। और टैंक के लिए रास्ता पहले बनाया जाता है, इजराइल आर्मी के जवान पहले रास्ता बनाते हैं। और क्या कुछ किया जा रहा है, एक बार लंबी कतारों को फिर दिखा दे ताकि न्यूज 18 इंडिया के दर्शक देख सके कि क्या कुछ सीमा पर हो रहा है। यहाँ से लेके वहां तक, यहाँ से लेके वहां तक अगर हम गिनती भी कर दें, यहाँ से भी शुरुआत करें, यूं तो सैकड़ों की संख्या में टैंक है। 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 अनगिनत है। यहाँ 20 से 25 टैंक हमें दिख रहे हैं। और ऐसे सैकड़ों की संख्या में टैंक जो हैं इजराइल गाजा की सीमा पर तैनात कर रहा है। और देखें सोल्जर्स होते हैं इसमें। अगर आप इसकी तैयारी आपको बता दें, टैंक सीमा पे लगाया जाएगा और टैंक का मतलब है कि गाजा सीमा में घुसने की तैयारी है। और घुसने के लिए आपको क्योंकि आप पहले लाइन में आप अपने सोल्जर को, फुट सोल्जर को नहीं भेज सकते, इसलिए टैंक भेजा जाता है। टैंक में जो सोल्जर होते हैं वो पहले फ्रंट एनिमी से, फ्रंट दुश्मन से लड़ते हैं और उन पर जब फतह करते हैं तो फिर पीछे से सेना को लाया जाता है, पीछे से फुट सोल्जर को लाया जाता है। लेकिन उसके पहले ये बहुत एडवांस टैंक है, इसमें जो मशीन गन जैसी सुविधा है, आप गोलियां छोड़ सकते हैं। सामने अगर एनिमी है तो वहां गोलियां छोड़ सकते हैं। इससे गोला भी, शॉर्ट रेंज का गोला भी दाग सकते हैं। बहुत जगह एंटी मिसाइल, अगर कोई आप पे मिसाइल छोड़ता है तो आप मिसाइल, एंटी मिसाइल सिस्टम भी बहुत टैंक में ऐड किया गया है। लेकिन इस वक्त इजराइल गाजा बॉर्डर की सीमा पर न्यूज 18 इंडिया वो तस्वीर आपको दिखा रहा है जो कभी कभार दुनिया के इतिहास में कभी कभार देखने को मिलती है। इस तरह का मोबिलाइजेशन बहुत कम होता है, लेकिन 7 अक्टूबर ने इजराइल के पूरे स्ट्रेटजी को हमास के खिलाफ बदल दिया।
And now what we're going to do is we're going to take you through some of the visuals that have been coming in. These are recent visuals that have come in. This specific visual is specifically from kibbutz. This is the Israel army showing the destruction. This is what they actually showed to journalists, the destruction which was left behind by Hamas. And remember, this is the path of a destruction that was left behind, specifically at kibbutz Be'eri. Be'eri is a small kibbutz near the border with the Hamas-run Gaza Strip. It is one of the worst hit Israeli communities in unprecedented surprise attack by Hamas. Beyond this, and this is one of the most recent visuals that has come in, this is near the Gaza border. You can see that Israeli forces have been deployed. They're seen stationed near the border with Gaza. This visual is from today. And Israeli troops are preparing for a ground assault on the Hamas-controlled Strip. The IDF has also released a fresh statement which is aimed at residents in Gaza. They are saying that we want to inform you that the IDF will not carry out any operations along this route from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. During this time, move southward. So that is what the situation is like near the Gaza border. But our foreign affairs correspondent Abhishek Jha has been reporting from the war zone as well. Take a look at his ground report.
It's been a week since the first infiltration from the Hamas terrorists started along the Gaza Strip inside the Israeli settlement area. And I'm right now in Sderot, which is not far from Israeli border. That is southern Israel's last point, which will further go into Gaza. And this is, if I could show you, this is the point in Sderot. This is a checkpoint from where path is allowed inside Gaza, and people, it is believed that all those terrorists, about a few dozens in number, they started to invade the Israeli settlement from this checkpoint also. Meanwhile, there was intermittent firing, continuous rocket shelling also that was happening from the Hamas side, and a total sense of panic was present. On this side, there are certain some of the trail of destruction that you could see, these ashes, these forests, they were all burned. And this was the impact of the rockets that fell on these places. You could still see some of the shell of the rockets that are very much present there. Along the stretch of this road, entire road, you will see those sharpnels, those bullets, and every splinters that are used in those rockets are spread and splattered across the road. And that tells the kind of invasion it was. That tells the kind of destruction and mayhem the terrorists had caused in this area on people, unassumingly people who were not even aware that something so major, so massive was going to be there. And this is all the part of the rockets that fell on the ground. And I would show you these sharpnels which is spread across the stretch of this entire road. The bullets which were also fired, because dozens of these Hamas militants were firing indiscriminately along the line on the people. And these are the empty cartridges that you could see. These are the leftovers of the entire attack that happened on that day, and that kinds of tell you something, that how massive, how planned, how organized this entire operation from the Hamas side was. And people were so caught unaware. You could see this prime, maybe somebody was strolling around this area and they had to leave in a very urgent situation. We don't know yet whether the family of the baby was safe, whether what happened to the baby, what happened to the family. But we do know that this situation was abnormally cruel. But with the Israeli forces now almost taking over the entire situation under control, Gaza Strip is now been restored and well defended. We have also seen number of tanks rolling along the stretch and continuously firing. There have been firing going on. We saw it happening on yesterday also. Today also there's a intermittent firing. Meanwhile, sometimes there are shelling from the Gazan side also by the Hamas terrorists. And wherever that happens, this Israeli settlement where we are currently standing, the sirens go off, and then we are asked to go to nearby shelters. If I could show you, these are the kind of shelters that are made of concrete and that are supposed to protect every person who will be able to get inside, and the sharpness, and they'll be saved from the sharpness or the other impact of the blast that will happen from the rocket. And such structures are made or standing at every few hundred meters, on bus stops, on schools, on hospitals, and even people, army people, civilians who live in the area, they are alarmed, or they are told, about few seconds before any imminent danger is around, and accordingly they find the shelters. Now Israeli forces have taken full control of the entire stretch, but still now the situation on the other side of the border, that is on the Gaza side, is becoming a little worrisome because of the humanitarian crisis that is emerging. About 1.2 million people, Gazan people, they have been asked to vacate the area and move towards southern Gaza, so that they could be safe because of the planned counteroffensive that the Israeli military may launch soon. The territorial fight will mean that door-to-door fighting will happen, street fighting will happen. There are casualties that is being feared on the Israeli side. It's the vehicle that was also targeted. We could see number of bullets marked on the front windscreen, and inside it looks like there was massive blood that spilled out, and people may had to run for the shelter. You can see the key are still on. Chaotic situation that unfolded unassumingly for the people who were living a normal life and kind of celebrating their holiday season last week. Since then, there has been a lot of offensive that has been started from Israeli side, and now it looks like people or the Israeli forces have taken hold of the entire situation. They are in control of the area. The kind of death or the tragedy, the massacre that was happening in this place was unimaginable. It has never happened in the history of Israel, and this is one of the reasons why the country has become so united and so well prepared in a counter-offensive attack that they are doing on a very large scale against the Hamas terrorists in Gaza side.